about to land.
How will JC get there?
JC Denton is already there, in a manner of speaking. He will be preparing the systems necessary for the Great Advance while we are in Cairo.
Advance?
JC does not use the word advance. This notion is present in my original programming, as constructed by Tracer Tong in the 2040s.
What good are socio-political notions to a pilot drone?
You will have to ask Mr. Tong. Shall we go?
I'm ready.
Get some rest. Cairo is not as friendly as it was when you left it. The Templars have overrun all of New Cairo, including the mosque. They have moved Paul Denton's cryo-storage tank to Flight Bay 24 on level 110 of the arcology.
What do you know about the Templar defenses?
They have deep roots in the local population and were able to call up a large number of paladins. In addition, they have deployed a military bot in the mosque and 2 in the arcology.
What happened to the city's security forces?
They were eliminated. SSC Chief Farrah Maxwell stormed the arcology with forces flown in from Germany, but they were surrounded and are now pinned down somewhere inside the structure.
So I'm on my own.
I will wait here for now. After you find Paul, I will meet you in Flight Bay 23 at the top of the arcology. Good luck.
This is what the Illuminati wants you to do. Destroy Paul Denton and help return biomod technology to international regulation. Please discuss the operation with the elite commander waiting for you in the streets. Paul's frozen body is located in Flight Bay 24 on level 110 of the arcology.
I've never heard such a horrible cough.
I figured you'd knock around Europe for a while. You do know that the Medina could get overrun by Templars at any moment.
Thought there might be some trade in refugees. You know, quick hops away from trouble. But there hasn't been enough action yet for people to start liking my rates. What about you?
I can take care of myself, but I might have use for a pilot later. A long trip, one way to New York City.
Guess that would pay better than these Medina scabs. I offer to save their lives and the best they can do is 12 credits. How about you make a reasonable offer and we get out of this hole?
I'll get back to you.
I've seen the NG commercial. The endorsement of Pequods. Thanks a million.
What can I say? We all have our taste in coffee.
Huh. Smug arcology brat.
I guess the situation in the arcology hasn't hurt business. Aren't you worried that the Templars might occupy the Medina?
What does it matter, as long as I have customers?
I guess you're not very political.
I have enough worries just getting profitable. The regional director is reviewing my books at the end of the week. My only enemy is Pequod, and our battlefield is the customer.
Isn't the Pequods in the arcology closed?
The manager was murdered, but the Pequods Corporation will find a way to keep a branch in Cairo. That is my fate.
You should know something. Pequods and Queequegs are separate brands of the same coffee shop chain.
You never know, I guess.
I'm serious. I saw the proof in some legal documents I came across in Germany.
You are certain of this? That would explain why the board's praise about the NG endorsement was so guarded.
You don't seem too overwhelmed.
My mind is already working. I think I see an opportunity, in fact. The Pequod's manager had a black market operation. I could cover it up and tell management I was merely protecting the reputation of the coffee industry.
You'd be calling attention to yourself. That what you want?
Yes, indeed. I want to stay on their radar. An ex-Pequod's employee told me the code to their safe. 34, 45, 1, 23. You look like the mercenary type. Maybe you would like to slip into the arcology and empty it for me. Your payment would be the contents of the safe.
Both of us are targets here. We will work separately until the final phase of the operation.
What do you expect me to do?
You will infiltrate the new Cairo arcology. I will do the same and join you prior to the assault.
If anyone's a glaring target for Templar Paladins, it's a biomodified commando like yourself.
Then we agreed to maintain the minimal threat profile until the crucial moment.
What if I'd rather work alone?
Our orders are to work together. We will destroy Paul Denton and return biomod technology to international regulation.
Tell Dumier he's gonna have to look for an assassin somewhere else.
My orders encompass that contingency as well. Well worked, Red. That was adequate.
I'll take that as a slap in the face. Don't be a fool, Alex. Do you really think that the Dentons will have any use for you once the technology is imposed on humanity? It will be a nanite plague worse than the one in Cairo, and you will be responsible.
You got away this time, but I know people. You can't hide in this town.
I'm leaving.
I say.
It seems that the Illuminati is making one last grab for power. You must revive Paul, Alex. Apostle Corps needs a strong leader who can restore it to global prominence. The Illuminati only want to steal our research to increase their wealth and power.
Come down. It's a beautiful day for a walk.
You know I can't.
No more excuses about your grandfather. The plague is gone. Look at the sky.
Don't be fooled by the wind. The dust always comes back.
Not this time. They found a cure and reprogrammed the bots.
I'll ask grandfather.
Ask for a new reason to be locked up for 2 years. No, come. I am going.
Oh, Annie, you're right. It's a beautiful day.
Famille. Yes, at last. Ah, fresh air.
JC Denton has a hold on your imagination, perhaps. Talk to your friend Leo in front of the mosque. See how much he likes enforced modification. Do you really think Apostle Corps is any different than the sect of the Omar?
Leo, is that you? The frog suit threw me for a second.
Alex, familiar face. Just what I need.
I guess I don't have to ask whether you're still working for the Omar.
I've completed phase 1 of the Omar induction. He said I would have 2 months to decide whether to accept the cortical interface, which will make me a true Omar. But they are afraid the Templars will attack the Medina. They want me to undergo phase 2 immediately.
Sounds like you're having second thoughts.
There's no turning back after phase 2. I'd be almost invincible with cyborg hardware plus the Tarsus biomods, but this stuff's not like a nanite infusion. I'm still sore from the transskeletal supports I already have.
Just tell them you need time to think about it.
They say I have chosen. They say they will find me when I'm asleep and complete the operation. Then I will think like an Omar. It will be too late for choices.
Maybe you should leave town.
No money. I'd have to go on foot. With thermal vision, they'd pick me out on the desert plain like a pilot beacon.
Here's some money for a pilot.
You sure?
Go ahead, take it.
I don't know what to say. Thanks, Alex. I'll pay you back. Double.
If you want to pay me back, maybe you could find a pilot to take you to the Statue of Liberty in New York.
What for? I think I'd find more work in Europe.
There's something you don't know about the Tarsus experiments.
Yeah?
The experiments were started by J.C. Denton and his brother Paul. They wanted to develop a biomod architecture that they could distribute to everyone on the planet.
They'll probably make a bundle, too. So that's why they dropped out of sight?
It's some sort of utopian vision they have, a society based on absolute equality. Meanwhile, everyone wants a piece of the technology, including the Order and WTO, which are both puppets of a contemporary incarnation of the Illuminati, believe it or not. And of course the Templars want to destroy it.
A utopia of human-machine super beings? Sounds familiar.
Liberty Island is critical for J.C. Denton's plan. We'll find out more when we get there.
Right. Like I'm about to sign up with a guy who wants to mod people by force. If you ask me, I think you're dealing with crazies on all sides. Knights Templar? Do they really think they're knights or what? Illuminati? Who told you they were in the Illuminati?
Well, show up in New York and maybe you can help me sort all of this out.
Cheer up. The plague is gone.
Convergence is...
Alex, you were right. Her Holiness and Mr. Dumais had a secret alliance all along.
Still with the church? I see you're wearing your vestments.
I would have picked up some slacks and a neck sweater if the Templars hadn't overrun the ecology.
How are our friends at the Order and WTO going to deal with New Cairo? Hear anything before you left Trier? I would think they would dispatch a force to retake the city.
I did some investigating. Mr. Dumais thinks he can sacrifice Cairo in the short term, but he has sent his personal bodyguard, an elite commando, to kill an enemy of his being held in the arcology by the Templars.
I ran into this commando. No longer a factor.
You took care of him? Well, you probably just saved someone's life. He was ordered to self-destruct when he found the enemy. This would have destroyed both of them and helped the Illuminati seize some sort of device that's supposed to make them all-powerful.
It is time for Vitaka, applied thinking. Taking what we desire and reconciling it with what we know. Vitaka. Study your meditation. Nothing pleases the balanced mind more than to bring it good work into the world.
Convergence. Convergence. Peace.
Lies. I tell you, the church is the work of cynical conspirators.
Prepare to meet your fate!
The Templars have taken the mosque. People seeking sanctuary there are now trapped. The Paladins are indifferent to them, but the security bot will shoot any non-Templars. If you eliminated the bot, the people could probably escape.
Security must have caught whoever was poking around.
That's enough. I'm leaving.
I will keep this area secure. You must have no idea who you're messing with.
Hey, I remember you. We met in events at Tarsus, and you're the one who took care of Archer. I owe you my life.
Looks like the Templars are still causing trouble.
Even though Archer was stopped, they have managed to take over most of Cairo, and now we're trapped here.
What about the SSC?
They have driven the SSC's troops back and have set up their own bases and patrols. In the mosque alone, they have regular troops, some guys in weird armor, and even a bot.
That's a serious detachment.
Maybe you could even our odds. If the bot out there was destroyed, we might be able to make a run for Old Cairo. It seems like the Templars do not care too much about us, but the bot is programmed to kill anyone who is not a member of their ranks.
I'll see what I can do.
I'm going to run for it!
Nothing to worry about. It's not safe!
Repairing wounds. Healing functions complete.
It's not safe.
You have violated some security provisions. Threat probability high. Fusion unresolved. Archiving data.
My guess is that it was a botched infusion. Justice, if you ask me. Mother Nature's way of saying don't play with that.
Looks like it was more than a confusion. This is Paul Denton we're talking about. It appears they decided to
I think I just saw some.
Thank you.